Hello, gentle viewers, and hello there, Albert Pujols. This is of Indian, welcoming you to a brand new season of Out of the Park Baseball 19. This is a really big season for us, and it's a really tough one because we won 90 games last year. Did we double our win total from the previous year? We might have doubled it. Nah, we didn't really double it. We missed the playoffs, but it was very, very close. And we need to decide what we're going to do to try to push ourselves over the top. We're going to increase our ticket prices by $1. Sorry, fans. We could be so great. Right. So we've got a couple of issues and a couple of possible ways to solve them. Our biggest issue right now is we don't have a good pitching staff. It's okay, but we lack that frontline pitcher. We could promote CC Sabathia, which I think would be incredibly short-sighted. I don't think he's ready for the majors yet. I just don't. We could upgrade our offense by promoting Josh Hamilton. He's getting there. I think I'd like to give him some more seasoning in AAA, maybe. But if he can bump up his contact even 5 or 10 more points, it's going to be awfully hard to justify keeping him in the minors. I mean, I like Alex Sanchez. I think he did okay for us last year. I'm not letting him block Josh Hamilton. I will trade this son of a bitch so fast his head spins if I think Hamilton is ready. I just don't think he's ready yet. We've got Eric Bedard, might promote. Eric Yunga might promote. Jerome Gamble might promote. Nick Neugebauer will probably never promote. Let's start with arbitration. I am not spending that kind of money. No. Withdrawn. I will offer Jeff King arbitration in the hopes of getting another draft pick. Jeff D'Amico, honestly, dude, you spent almost your entire career now on the DL. No. Whatever thrill I had from having you at one stage, it's just gone at this point. And Rob Myers is just a train wreck who's he's a pretty good defensive outfielder that can't play any position to save his life. Not worth spending money on. We can do better. Jeff Bloom might be the everyday third baseman next year. Which is fine. And so we're not going to argue too much with him. What would Troy Purcell want to come back? Or Bobby Ayala? You actually don't want much of a raise. And you had a really good year. I mean, that's about all you can expect from a reliever. The question is, of course, can he do it again? There's also Troy Percival, maybe. Let's go ahead and bring back Ayala for one more year. 2 years, fine. I should be manager of the year, honestly. We increased 25 more wins, but whatever. Haha, St. Louis, you spent a bunch of money last year, and you got nothing. We got Bobby Ayala back. That's pretty nice. I'm less excited about the draft pool this year, because we're going to be finishing in the bottom third of draft picks. Which is super unfortunate. But it might mean we can get a useful part. And we're also going to have an extra second-round draft pick this year because we didn't sign Grady Sizemore last year. Gold Glove. Nice work, Chris. Monette won reliever of the year, even without being a closer. Damn. Good work, mate. And Albert Pujols got Rookie of the Year, which is totally reasonable in my opinion. This isn't the worst draft to not have a high pick in. It sounds like it's going to be very bottom heavy, which is fine. Was it Chris Woodward again? Yeah. Okay. Ask them why to look up and say goodbye. Okay, that's enough of my trying to sing Rush. Who can we add? Are there any really good first-year players? No. Lloyd Mosby, maybe. Pat Tabler got 3,000 hits. Damn. Didn't do jack shit for homers, though. I think Lloyd Mosby's more well-rounded. I'll give him a vote. And then I still got one space left, right? Bob Mahoose, I don't think you're going to get it. Alright. We're going to let the free agent market dictate what move we make. If there is an elite level starting pitcher that we can grab, Ismael Valdez does not count. Yeah, this is not a very impressive free agent market. All right, we need a starter pretty badly. Let's go to starting pitchers. Let's just begin with that. We could bring in Jim Abbott next year. Yes. How about a 2-year deal? Okay. Wow, Dave Burba might get $5 million on this market. That's crazy. I would offer Chris Haney a deal. Yes, that's reasonable. And none of these guys scream ace to me. Chris Bosio would be better than anyone I've got, but still. Yeah, it's like, I like Ismael Valdez, but not enough to sacrifice a first-round pick for him. I don't think he's that much better than what we've got. Alright, what else do we have that we could add? Could get Matt Turner. That's a bit expensive. Yeah, Dave Burba's not worth $5 million a year. He's just not. I had the dude, I know. Bobby Thigpen? Maybe. I'm not sacrificing a draft pick for either of those players. Wade Boggs is a nice little player, but he can only play first, and that's kind of a position that we've got locked up right now. If I was a American League team, I would totally grab him to be my DH. No. Brian J. Anderson. Blech. What do we got for hitters? Moises Alou. He's a DH. He can't play the field. Who are you trying to fool? Butch Husky is a mediocre third baseman. I've got one of those already. His name is Jeff Bloom. Brent Burde. I might wait till after the draft and then see if we can maybe lock up someone like a Lenny Dykstra. Maybe try to bring him back. Oh, we could have had an A-type free agent? Aw. Oh, well. He ended up having a pretty good year. Yeah, we're good in the outfield. I'm not worried about the outfield. I'm worried about our pitching staff. And I'm a little bit less worried about, like, backup outfielders. So we'll definitely look into grabbing a couple of those. There's no one worth splashing with, in my opinion, in terms of cranking out a deal. It just doesn't make sense to me for us to spend a bunch of money on any of those starters. Did anyone sign Jeff King? Ooh, we got Jim Abbott. Nice. Mike Lansing for Alan Bennis. You're a better hitter than Woodward, but you're not a better second baseman. Pass. Instantly calling him up. Oh, we got Hanson to sign a new deal, didn't we? Oh, we just got him for 1 more year. Okay. A full season of Hanson plus Jim Abbott actually gives us a far more reasonable rotation than we had last year. For sure. I don't mind giving up Mike Jones. I just don't think Mike Lansing is the solution. Here, let's make it easy. I'm fine at second base for right now. I'm probably going to have like the 25th or 26th pick in the draft. Why couldn't someone assign Jeff King and give me another draft pick? Joe Mauer would have been a good pick, as would have David Wright. Oh, well. 26th. That was almost right. Okay, let's go and look at default. Let's salivate for a moment. I thought players will never get. Ichiro would be a nice addition, but we'd have nowhere to play him. There's some reasonably good players in this draft. I just don't think any of them will fall to me. And most importantly, none of them appear to be... Oh, whoops, we don't have players selected. We just have pitchers. If we could get Brandon Webb, I would do a happy dance. I just don't think that's going to happen. Look at James Shields would be nice. Shin Soo Chu would be kind of nice. Dan Herron. Francisco Liriano. There's some decent pitchers. We'll just see if any of them last to my pick. Okay, I can't get Joe Mauer. I'm accepting that. Shouldn't Aaron Heilman be a starter? Oh no, he's very much a reliever. Francisco Liriano would be a pretty nice starter. I mean, I don't need a second baseman badly. Although he'd be a pretty good fit at third base, too. Or short. No. I think we go ahead and take Francisco Liriano. No, not Rajai Davis. God, come on, game. Quit trying to freak me out. Yeah. I think another starter would be a smart addition to us. Is Chris Sutton any good? Blech. He might be decent someday. I don't see anyone else leaping out for my attention, though. I can take him. How much money would Joe Mauer want to sign? I'm going to draft him, and then we just get another second-round pick next year, just in case he doesn't actually want all that. I almost got that whole word out. Almost didn't want that much money. There's really nothing else here. Dustin Mosley. Alright. No, we can maybe do better than that. Where Aguilar actually seems like he's a better across-the-board pitcher. We can draft him. Until my next pick, if you please. Daniel Lawler, maybe. Okay, we can draft him. I mean, he's blocked by Albert Pujols for pretty much ever. But it's always useful to have interesting hitters. You can make deals and find a use for them with other people. Todd Pennington. Good. Is Jesse Foppert the one who pitched for the Giants for a couple of years? And, like, everyone lost their shit about... He might be the one I'm thinking of. Like, everyone thought he'd be, like, the next big thing, and he never ended up working out. Maybe this time he will. It cost us, again, literally nothing to find out. So I'm totally cool with that. John Burtwell, sure. Can we find a power bat who just crushes the shit out of the ball? Oh, Yuri here has really good power. His contact is shit. But if he can even kind of manage to improve that contact, he'll be special. What about Brett here? Perfect. Okay, we did 10 rounds. I'm cool with that. Francisco Liriano would be a nice, like, number 3 starter type. Okay, we're going to offer everyone else a contract. Joe Mauer's going to tell us to get fucked, which is fine. Like, I would seriously do a very, very happy dance if we could convince Joe Mauer to sign, but he's going to want like $12 million. Huh. Yeah. I will offer you $5 million. He will probably almost instantly laugh in my face. Let the face laughing commence. Good. Oh, anyone interesting we want to put on the 40-man? Nah. Nah, I'm good. Shane Reynolds would be a nice get for somebody, maybe. That somebody could be me. And he's actually not as good as he looks. I could try Odalis Perez again. And there's just not much here. No, he's not as good all around as he used to be. Nah, I'm just going to go ahead and complete this draft. Okay. Let's check free agency now. Because now all it'll cost me is money to sign players. I've only got $2 million left for free agents, so that's problematic. I mean, Pokey Reese at shortstop would be fun defensively, but I really need, like... Do I want Butch Husky? I mean, he could be a good bat in left or right, and he could even play third base in a pinch, and it would cost very little money. Sure. I could try David Justice again. I mean, he'd be under a lot less pressure. He'd just basically be a bat off the bench and a fourth outfielder. I think maybe he'd be much more comfortable in that role. I'd maybe look at one more player. That's a decent bat off the bench. I get my choice of Tony Graffinino or Chris Gomez. Nah, I could try Jeff Conine again. There are options here. They're not good options, but there are options. I thought it said Kenny Lofton from... I remember Matt Lawton. He used to play for the Indians. Greg Vaughn is an interesting little gamble. I think it's a gamble worth taking. Like... I'm going to give him the offer. If he doesn't take it, that's fine. I think that's a nice look. He'd be a nice little bat to have in our back pocket. Chris Haney signed a contract. Chicago. If it was a really good catcher, I might consider it, because Brad Penny's kind of on my shit list right now. But no. I know you're impressed with how I'm probably the only person who's offered you anything. You're looking for a make-good deal. Maybe I can offer that to you. Maybe I can't. I haven't decided yet. Atsubi was the catcher. No, Linus is the catcher. Or was it Schroeder? I don't remember. Poor Bobby Bonds. He actually had a really good career. I'm surprised he didn't make it. Draft pick signing deadline. Oh, we got Greg Vaughn. Can I put him in AAA by chance? Do you have any options left? Like if I put you on... Oh, you know, you could probably just... You could probably just refuse to accept the assignment. Let's see who else we get. If I don't get David Justice, I will put him on the roster for sure. Okay, we got to do something with Greg Vaughn. Did we get anyone else? I mean, worst case scenario, he's so cheap, I could just cut him. Yeah, we can put him on the roster. A little bit extra oomph. Roughly 5% more oomph. Yeah, Butch Husky is Jeff Bloom insurance. If Jeff Bloom can't handle playing third base every day, then we put in, we hook him up. Curtis is meh. Riggins is meh. No. Excellent. We got Butch Husky and David Justice. Justice is my favorite addition this offseason, I think. I think he's going to be very, very handy. Seems like you were shouting. I think we can take Albert Pujols off the list. I think we can safely say his major league job is in no jeopardy. I think that's a fair assumption. That's a real good looking outfield, actually. Maybe get some platoon action going on. Even have Vaughn maybe play some first base or something. I don't know. If I shift Jeff Bloom over to third base, what does it look like? He is better. And Butch Husky plays first, too, and he's a righty, so we'll find a way to play him, too. For sure. Oh, Jimmy Moyer retired. Ooh, you slightly raised my player development budget. Nice. And he gave me more money to spend on free agents. I don't know if you saw that. Okay, let's look at the roster. Let's look at the lineup right now. Where could we use an upgrade? How do we still have Jeff King? I thought Jeff King was gone. You sneaky little bastard. I don't remember signing you for another season. I'm actually going to see if I can trade Jeff King. Well, there's some decent offers here. Yeah, I'm just going to laugh my ass off that you spent that much money on Dave fucking Burba. I'm not going to help you out of that. If you're that dumb, you're that dumb. John Lieber, meh. Yawn. No, you're a terrible reliever. Tom Niedenfuer isn't that good, neither is Woody Williams. I don't need another outfielder, and if I did, he sucks. Robert De Leon is decent. He'd be a decent little addition to the bullpen, and he's a lefty. So sure. Let's see if I can get you to throw someone else in for me, though. Like Roberto Alomar. No, I'm just kidding. I know you wouldn't give me Roberto Alomar. You have a shit minor league system, dude. Like, just so terrible. You'll never hit enough to carry a shortstop's a mediocre glove. No. Josh Chickens. Travis McCall. Luis Jimenez. Oh, you can't have him. Okay. Brian Bentley is shit. Machado might someday develop a little bit of offense, so we'll see what happens there. It's a pretty nice return for a guy I forgot I had. Yep. Sure. Later, Jeff King. Yeah, well, I don't want to hear it, fans. You're someone else's problem now. If we could get a good shortstop, like if Pokey Reese is still available, move Reese to short, or have Reese play short, and then let what's-his-face play third. You would just be a nice guy to have around to play either of the defensive positions. You're not a great hitter, but you don't have to be. I think we'll make a move on Pokey Reese. Tim Naring's a bit better of a hitter, though. And he's really good defensively. I think maybe he's a better call, actually. Yes. I will take a one-year deal for a very impressive sort. Belliard does throw gas. I'll offer you a minor league deal. I might end up using you. Like everyone's just like, please give me any kind of job anywhere. Okay. Joe Randa does hit for good contact and decent gap power, and he doesn't strike out much. How much does he even want? Oh, he wants a big deal. No. I'll give you a 1-year deal at $2 million. No more, no less. Nope. Yeah, I think this is fair. I could bring back, like, Troy Percival. Actually, I think I'd bring Espino back more than anyone. Yeah, let's go ahead and offer him a 1-year deal. I said 1 year. Actually, we'll just go with some team options. That seems reasonable to me. And that way, if he's good, we can keep him. If he sucks, we can pitch him. There we go. A personal message. Good. Well, I mean, I do have a reasonably good chance to make the playoffs, so that's fun. Oh, sorry, guys. I forgot to call you up. There you go. Enjoy. Oh, New York. Locking up Joe Randa and Pokey Reese. Okay. Who gets a shot in spring training? Oh, wow. Josh Hamilton's a 50 now? Oof. Oof. I'm gonna let you play in spring training. I think you've earned that much. Same for Eric Yunga. You're such a weird cat, Neugebauer. I don't know what to do with you. Anderson, Haney, McCarthy, and Apier. Come one, come all. Is this CC Sabathia's first year to get some time in spring training? Let's see how he does. Oh, Fernando Morales, you can have it too. And Augie Ojeda, sure. Let's get a nice full spring training roster. Let some people get a chance to make it. I am feeling generous. Bench coach, make all the things. Pitching coach, make all the... Oh, I never hired a new hitting coach, did I? Whoops. Alright. There's one key ability you have to let... Albert Pujols needs to like you. If Albert Pujols likes you, you are my hitting coach, okay? That's good. What about Bort? I want you to be my damn hitting coach. Albert Pujols would hate you. Ooh, here we go. I want value ratings. No, I don't. I do want coach tendencies. Only hitting coaches. Only Rusty Greer. He's my only patience hitter. Who are my contact hitters? Nobody. So, Dick Combs, you are in, my friend. Because Albert Pujols likes you. And if he likes you, I like you. Like, how much more appealing? Okay. I think it's actually the exact same offer I just gave you, but whatever, dude. Dick Combs accepted. Of course he did. It's a chance to work with Albert Pujols. Sure. I'll get into a low-scale bidding war. I do think you're that useful in the bullpen. It's not tough for you to say that. You're literally, like, nickeling and diming me so you can eke out every last cent. I applaud your efforts. But don't feed me some kind of bullshit, mate. Just don't. If you take my offer, you take my offer. If you don't, you don't. And I'll fight for you a little bit, but I'm not going to, like, back up a dump truck full of money from you. Alright, look, fine. Here, have $2 million. Please increase the buyout. Done. Because there's a risk for me, and the risk is that you turn out to suck. That's why I'm not giving you a 3-year deal. You have not been through the damn fire before. Fine. If you don't sign at this point, you know what? Fuck you, Francisco. I'm sick of your shit. If it's less than $3 million, I'll still make it. Yeah. Here. 400. 400. And if you give me 50 innings, I'll throw in another 500 grand. You're not going to get better than that. You actually probably will, because I'm going to offer like $4 million. There we go. And Neifi Perez is not an upgrade over what's-his-face. I think I'd have a better chance just hoping Woodward has a better offensive year. Once the dude's won 2 Gold Gloves. His bat is the issue. All he's got to do is run into a handful of extra bats, and then there we go. Oh, did I call you? Did I put you on the roster yet? I did not. There we go. Okay. We got to start cutting some fat. Oof. Alright, Kevin Napier into the minors, Brian Anderson into the minors, Chris Haney into the minors. Eric Hansen got better. Nice. How many pitchers do I actually have? 27. CC. Yunga. McCarthy. I'm just going to waive Moda. I don't think he's going to make it with his team. Loach. Tsao. Same thing for Matic. How many pictures do I have? 19? Shit. Wave Beckett. Oh, Greg. Floor. I want Brad Penny to get his confidence back. I think a year in AAA might be good for him. I still gotta get rid of 4 more pitchers. Sykes. Santa Maria. Rivera's kind of trash. I don't think I'm going to let him be my closer this year. I could put Mike Jones on the DL. That would solve that issue. I'm going to try to flip Greg Maddux. It really sucks because I like him a lot. But he just has nothing left to offer. And I'm going to offer to eat his entire contract because it's not very big. And if I can get a better player out of it, it's worth it to me. So here's like an interesting prospect. Like an Ismael Villegas. Do you have options left? Where I can give you a year to grow a bit. You're actually about as good now as you're ever going to get. If we're honest with each other. But that wasn't what I was asking. You do have option years left. So I can happily just send you down to the minors. I'm going to decrease how much I eat. Yeah, that's fine. Let's go ahead 1 day. Nah, I wouldn't have to add much for this, but I'd honestly rather just eat more of the contract. I could just cut him. How much money would it cost me? Oof. Let's go 1 more day. Yeah, I mean, I'm basically getting a much better pitcher, and I know it means I'm eating salary, but... Oh, damn. People are like, holy shit, we got Ishmael Villegas? Like, yes, we did. You can go on the 40-man, but you're going to AAA to start the year. I've got to wait till you guys all clear waivers. Okay, how many pitchers now? I got to go to 1 more. Dickey went 200 innings last year. It's really hard for me to justify sending him down to the minors when he basically gave me what I wanted. He did lead the league in walks. Piece of knuckleballer. It's going to kind of be an issue no matter what. We will have Dickey start and the minor start the year. Okay, pitching staff is fine. Can I get anything for Rivera at this point? I mean, the dude doesn't throw strikes. I'm not eating any of his contract. No, I can get Kirk Reuter, who's at least over with sooner, but other than that. Alright, position players. No Juan Castro. Hey, you did better than I expected, so see you later, Juan. Okay, Ojeda. He's a 48. I'm going to go ahead and waive Herrera. Just get him off the 40-man. Get Tucker off the 40-man. Calvin Murray off the 40-man. Are people still nuts about Alex Sanchez? What kind of offers would I get for Alex Sanchez right now? Just him. Alright. Let's go ahead and go straight to prospects, because I'm not talking if it's not a prospect. Interesting arm, but not... I could get Coco Crisp, but not really what I'm looking for. I mean, I already have a great center fielder, right? Carlos Rodriguez, you make an interesting case. You make a very interesting case. Willie Taveras. You're basically the next Alex Sanchez. Now, Brett Myers. That, my friend, is a name that's very intriguing. If you guys get a frickin' fetish over Alex Sanchez, it would be silly for me not to try to take advantage of it. Claudio Vargas? Not quite as good. Alfonso Soriano. That's a big defensive downgrade at second, but a huge offensive upgrade. Clint Barnes, he's just going to fall down the stairs with a package of deer. Nice little shortstop, though. Mark Burley. His control should be better than that. A lot better. I remember who Mike Johnson is. Barnes would be a nice little shortstop, though. But... Brett Wilkerson's a nice hitter too, but we don't need outfielders. That's what we're trying to fix. You're going to draw walks and occasionally get hits, but other than that, there's not a lot to recommend you as a shortstop. Brett Myers would instantly be one of the best starters we've got. And I can plug him into AAA for a bit and let him improve himself. Would you give me Kyle Lowe's too? Alright, let's start with the ideal deal. Oh, I can't get CJ Wilson. What about Aaron Cook? Really? Floor is what you'd want? What do we think Lowe's is gonna... Lowe's has good movement. Oh, I see. He's gonna be a stamina issue. You want Mike McNutt? Yeah, okay. Look, they're not going to throw in anything else. Maybe we get Saeed Gutierrez. And you can have Jock Jones, too. This is... What are you talking about? I really wish I understood why the computer gets an obsession with certain players. Alex Sanchez has had one really outstanding season, and I'm going to cut bait now because I know that the moment his bat slips 1%, he's going to be worthless as a player. I'm totally fine with this trade. Live with it. Here's what it really does, though. Not only does it give us Brett Myers, who's, by the way, going back to being a starter and going to AAA. Okay, fine. You can be on the 40-man roster, but you're still going to AAA, mate. But this means Josh Hamilton plays center. He's going to be interesting. He's going to be real interesting as a player. And I'm kind of intrigued to see how he turns out. All right. This is your starting lineup for your 2001 Arizona Diamondbacks. I will have you recall, the real-life 2001 Arizona Diamondbacks won the World Series. We have a much worse rotation than they did, though, as they had Curt Schilling and Randy Johnson. Not our Randy Johnson, the really good Randy Johnson. I really like that deal we just made. And if the computer wants to pay Alex Sanchez like $5 million a year to hit 280 and play decent center field, that's fine. You know? You want me to play 500 ball? That's reasonable, I guess. Eric Hansen's losing velocity, which is not intriguing, but it's fine. Josh Hamilton just got even better at center field, you guys. Yeah. Rusty Greer, David Justice, Brad Penny. R.A. Dickey improved a little bit. We want to see that control improve, though. That was his biggest issue last year. CC is the number 2 prospect in the major leagues, which is pretty sexy. How are we doing overall? We dropped to 5th by promoting Albert Pujols, which is fine by me. Okay, lads, let's get ourselves set up. Pitching staff, nuke it. Pitching ratings overall. Yeah, I think Hansen is a little more consistently reliable than Abbott, so it will be Hansen as our ace, then Abbott. Then what? Jones, Bennis, and Plaster? That's reasonable. Okay. Monet had a really great year last year. I think he's earned himself a shot to be the closer. Espino will be a setup man. I think Ayala would be an excellent setup man as well. De Leon's going to be a lefty specialist and get some middle relief work in. Mariano Rivera, you're just a middle reliever now. I know you had a decent year last year, but I can't trust someone who doesn't throw strikes consistently. I'm going to let you be a middle reliever again and just tell you to use him a bit more often, and then you're going to be emergency starter, long reliever. Okay. Nuke it. Super nuke it. All right. Lineups overview. Okay. There is no earthly reason I can imagine that Albert Pujols is not the everyday left fielder and batting third. There's no reason to do that, to have him hit anywhere else. Similarly, one Rusty Greer is the perfect leadoff hitter. I see no reason to bench him or make any changes with him. Yeah, he's still a perfectly fine hitter against lefties, just not quite as good. But I don't need to platoon with him. Okay. How much worse is Nick Johnson against lefties? He's kind of useless against lefties. All right. Okay. Pedro Feliz is going to hit second for now. I'm not convinced he'll stay in that position, but that's what he's going to be doing for the moment. Okay. Nick Johnson is going to be our cleanup hitter against right-handed pitching. How good is Butch Husky against left-handed pitching? He's reasonable. How good is Greg Vaughn against left-handed pitching? He's pretty awesome, but he can't play first. Greg Vaughn is going to be playing, though. He will be our number 5 hitter and DH against lefties. I think that's a good use of his talents. David Justice is going to just come in off the bench when we need him. Bloom playing third, and he doesn't have... Wow, he has almost identical stats. I guess that's the benefit of being a switch hitter, huh? Do we, just to get a little bit of extra power in the lineup, do we try to have Greg Vaughn bat against left-handed pitching? I don't think we do. Right, okay. So here is what we do. Josh Hamilton is going to hit 5th. He's going to hit cleanup. He's going to hit 5th. He's going to hit 5th. Oh, wait, do you have an extreme platoon split? Oh, yeah, you make righties your bitch. You are not nearly as good against lefties. Okay. David Justice is, yeah. I'm still going to give Hamilton the chance to prove that he can hit lefties. He's too good not to play every day. You will, however, be batting 5th behind Vaughn. Okay, Jeff Bloom is going to bat 6th. 5th. 6th. And 6th. So he's going to play third base every single day. Nehring's not a bad hitter. I could see him playing some first. I think Husky's the better choice, though. So, Butch, you're going to play first when there's a lefty on the hill. Because as much as I hate to say it, as much as I love Nick Johnson, the dude can't hit his way out of a paper fucking bag against left-handed pitching. It's just something we're going to have to accept. I could always move Pujols over and have him play first, but I'm fine having him play left field for now. Okay, so we need our catcher, which is going to be Coda. I know Ko is nothing special, but he's so good overall that I'm still really excited to have him. Who's my DH against right-handed pitching? Oh, we were going to put in David Justice, weren't we? Is he noticeably better than any of my current outfielders? He's a much better right fielder than Rusty Greer. So Greer can play DH and you can play right. And then last, but certainly not least, Chris Woodward playing second base. If you keep hitting Gold Gloves and if you keep drawing just walks every now and again, I am happy to let you play forever. There you go. And we generate our depth charts. I'm curious. You're going to try to force Nick Johnson to play. And Naring? 50, 40, 62, 58, 41, 51. His gap power is kind of trash. Yours is pretty good. I think we're making the right call here. So I'm going to go ahead and give you, make sure that you're starting at least every week. I can see the attraction to get Naring some playing time. He's a reasonably decent hitter. But we'll see what happens. Right, let's get going. I do. Who was a non-roster? Oh, Josh Hamilton. Right. Boop. Anyone else? No. Boop. A bunch of people claimed a bunch of people. Who cares? Yes, well, they can have their stupid claims. Stop bugging me. Okay. You're all going to AAA. It would be sick as hell if we could somehow pull off another, like, top 5 draft pick. But I don't think it's going to happen. We are not off to the start we were last year, but I think we're still being competitive, which is nice. I guess we should take them off waivers, huh? Okay. You're already losing heat off your fastball. Who's the NL's best player? Rusty Greer? Really? Okay. All right. It's not impossible. A personal message. No, you are not a part of the starting lineup. You're a role player. Deal with it. If you don't like it, you can go somewhere else. Like to hell, perhaps. A trade proposal. Orga's garbage. Nope. Let's put it at the end of the month and then see what we can do to improve our team. Don't tell me you're going to be a whiny little bitch, too. No, you do not start. Not on this team. You're not hitting well enough to start even if I wanted to start you. Like, I gave you guys a chance when no one else did. You could show some gratitude. Sabathia, no. Monet's starting to lose a bit of the heat off his fastball. Husky's getting a bit worse. Josh Hamilton improved his contact by 10 points. That's pretty crazy. Justice got a little bit worse, which is fine. Oh, CC, your control keeps getting better. And Carlos got better too. Neat. Alright, so how has our first 2 months gone? Josh Hamilton is amazeballs. Greer is great. Feliz. Johnson could be better. But he's driving the ball with authority. Like, this will be his best year at the plate, even though he's only hitting .250. So I'm not going to push him. Bloom kind of sucks. Coda's good. Chris Woodward is meh. Pitching staff seems pretty reasonable. Not perfect, but reasonable. I'm totally happy with this team so far. I do not deny that calling up CC Sabathia would make my team far more competitive. But I don't want to start that clock unless I'm sure we've got something we can do here. Has Coda consistently hit well? This would be his career year by a bit. But Bloom is just not hitting. So I'm going to go ahead and bump Coda up in the lineup. He's just not hitting his Bloom. Oh, I guess, yeah, you'll be hitting 5th. Butch Husky's, like, not doing terribly, but he's a bit of a bust. Yeah, it's not that Bloom can't handle 3rd. He can. He just can't hit. So we'll give it some time for him to work on that. David Justice could be talking about one of two things. One, he's being an asshole and he wants to start every day. Or 2, he wants a new contract and he wants to come back and play next year. Make the right choice. Yep. All of these freaking players think they're like the greatest player ever, and they're not. You're just not, dudes. Ooh. Ooh. Edgar Martinez would be such an upgrade at 3rd base. Like, I know he sucks defensively. I accept that. Okay. I can't give you Hansen. What if we get like 50% of his deal? No, I need you to eat like 75%. Oh, you're not getting Albert Pujols, mate. Any other prospect that's worth cashing in? Kyle Lowe's, maybe? I can't give you Liriano, but I could give you Gamble. Yeah, it's not worth it. It was a cool idea, but I can't give you my best pitcher when pitching is the one thing we're weak at. Oh, don't give me the same bullshit. Come on. Actually, you know what I might do? If Bloom is still hitting like shit, yeah, I'm going to bench him. I'm going to play Naring at third base. Because Naring draws walks, which is more than I can say for... No, actually, Bloom draws walks too, doesn't he? Yeah, he does. He's just having a bad year. There is no power on earth that would convince me to start any of you whiners that want to start. So you're just going to have to accept it. And if you don't like it, you can kiss my ass. Although if we trade Hansen to create a spot for CC, that's not such a terrible idea. I really don't need an outfielder. I'm good. I'm good. Hansen has been very strong today, this year. Ooh, sucks to be Jim Bluebird. Not CC, but I will call up Floor. Gonna be a middle reliever. Oh wow, my entire bullpen's shit in the bed. Oh boy. That's great. It's fine. Yeah, this is not a team that is doing well enough for me to sell out my future. Hansen wants to come back. Alright, so let's talk about extending contracts. Betts is fine. I don't really care who my assistant GM is. You can come back. How would you get along with our current players? Albert Pujols doesn't like you. You don't get to be my bench coach. Does Albert Pujols like Matheson? He has no opinion of him. This is acceptable. You can have an extension to come back to. I will be replacing my pitching coach, however. Possibly with Phil Mullen. I want someone who's good with power pitchers. Because I want someone to help CC. I don't even have any finesse pitchers, do I? I have a couple. But yeah, I'm not keeping my pitching coach. You can, however, go ahead and offer extensions to all the minor leaguers. How much would Hansen want to come back next year? A lot of money. So much money. Okay. Is there anyone else who I definitely want to re-sign? Alvarez, screw him. Bluebird's not good enough. I don't care about most of you jerks. Bennis wouldn't be the worst choice to extend, but he's not that great either. Okay, let's try to get Pedro Feliz to buy out some of his... Yes, this is an entirely reasonable deal. Done. I'm not even going to argue it. Nick Johnson, what do you want? You're wanting to be a little bit greedier. That's not nice. How about a 3-year deal? And I'll sweeten the pot for you a bit. Okay, I'm fine with that for Nick Johnson. Okay, if we lock up Feliz and Johnson, then we can talk to Hansen. I should have a couple of All-Stars this year, I hope. You are not being reasonable. You're being assholes. It's true. You're like, oh, I don't want to play anymore because you won't play me every day, even though I'm clearly worse than the alternatives. Just shut up, dude. Ooh. No, you're not that much better than Coda. Husky, I'm happy to trade. I'm not giving you Eric Bedard, though. But if people want Butch Husky, I'll give them Butch Husky. Oh, shit. Well, balls. Is it time? Or do we find someone who's a little bit more polished? Like Brett Myers. Oh. The thing is, Brett Myers doesn't have a lot to learn in the minors yet. He's most about improving his secondary and tertiary pitches and improving his control. I think Myers is more ready than you are. I was bringing Kevin Apier, but nah. Or Villegas. No, he's a reliever for sure. Okay, we're going to go ahead and bring up Brett Myers. He's going to get the start. You're 20, so you're getting a pitch count. God damn it. What is with everyone getting hurt all of a sudden? I have literally no one good to replace Nick Johnson. Shit. PJ Beavis kind of came out of nowhere. Nope. I'm just gonna, I guess, let Butch Husky play and then just watch as the team's fortunes just disintegrate. I don't need an out center fielder. Why do you think I want an outfielder? No. Hey, did my guys sign their extensions? No, I keep getting stopped because people keep complaining about different things or people keep getting hurt. I did know that. That happened in the last episode that we went 90 and 72. You know what? I'm not trading Bedard. Not now, anyway. I'm going to make him untouchable so people stop asking for him. Surely I got a couple of people this year. Pedro Feliz. And Albert Pujols. That's totally reasonable. Welcome to the All-Star game, Albert Pujols. You were never allowed to leave. Just not. Ichiro's having a fantastic year. Montreal made a good decision picking him up. I think it'd be like the real life Ichiro who won MVP and Rookie of the Year in his first year. I mean, no, not with that control. You could maybe be like a loogie. Come on, Pedro. Don't be that guy. We had a great deal worked out, and now you're being a little I can't believe it's because you've got the fucking All-Star appearances in it. You're still... That's still a good deal, though. No, I don't want a catcher. Okay, Toronto. I do like Haley Hathaway quite a lot. Jeff Bloom ain't doing much. Okay, first of all, how much is he? He's still super cheap. He would be a very good big upgrade to the rotation. We'd be losing Kyle Lowe's, which is fine, and Bloom isn't that impressive this year. Can I get Toronto to throw more in? If I had the money, I would totally take Albert Bell from them. I don't need another starter who can't pitch. I really, really like the idea of getting Haley Hathaway. Can I take Lowe's off? No, it was Lowe's you actually wanted. Maybe Brad Penny. I kind of would like to see him get a shot with someone else because I just don't think he's going to work with me. Yeah. Do it. We do need a new infielder. This is true. How about Augie Ojeda? And then we need someone to go away so that we can call up Haley Hathaway. Oof, Brett Myers, back to AAA with you. That, my friends, is how you upgrade a starting rotation. By trading things you didn't desperately need for something that's far more helpful. Okay. Who is better, Nehring 46-40-62 or Husky 50-53-28? It's pretty clearly Nehring. So I'm going to go ahead and make him the new everyday third baseman. Not Ojeda. Nehring. You're going to be playing third. I recognize that does weaken us slightly in the short term, but Bloom was honestly doing nothing this year. And I can always try to upgrade it either third base or shortstop and then let Felice slide over. Game's actually starting to drag a little bit. Oh, quit offering me trades every bloody day. No, I do not want your crappy, 10th line starter. Oh my god, would you please offer me something I can use? No, I do not need a catcher upgrade. I wish I had the opposite of the team needs screen, which is don't ever offer me trades for this. Okay, Jim Edmonds is an interesting choice. I don't have a spot to play him. So no, stop it. You're never going to finish a season. People keep offering me trades every single day. I don't need a catcher. I don't. Look. Humberto Cota may only be rated a 45. The dude's fine. He hits well. He plays good defense. He does what I ask him to. He's not Chili Davis, but there was only ever going to be one Chili Davis. Better not be for a catcher. No, I don't want Doug Glanville. David Justice is of use to me. You are not. People really want Greg McCarthy, which is exciting. You know what? Let's just try to trade Greg McCarthy. He's not going to make the majors with this team. But I'm also not trading him for, like, your 23rd line pitcher. Abraham O'Nunez is not very good. Nope, you're a crappy player. Let's call him a trappy player. He is most definitely not trappy. Maybe crappy, however. Ben Petrick isn't terrible. What the shit? Yes. Right now. Let's go. If you think Greg McCarthy can help you win the World Series, more power to you. Can I just send you to AAA or gotta put you on the Major League roster? I gotta put you on the Major League roster, okay. But I will be putting you in AAA. I love Carlos Delgado. Holy shit. No. Not as a one-year rental. No. I am fully accepting the fact that I'm not very good this year. I love Carlos Delgado, man, but I'm not taking on that much salary for 1 year. I should have tried to move people. Whoopsie. I'm going to keep Eric Hansen, and I'm going to take the draft pick at the end of the year for him. If I decide not to re-sign him, which I might do so. Yeah, Hansen keeps getting worse. I think Hansen at this point would be a bad risk to bring back unless he would take a very cheap deal. His contact might reach as much as 60? Damn. His control got better again. Okay. I'm going to make a promise to CC Sabathia. Pitch well in AAA, and you will make the team next year. Right now, if I promoted you, I would not be doing you a favor. I'd actually be making you worse off. The team would be worse off, would be wasting service time on someone that we can't. We're not going to win the World Series all of a sudden, damn it, if we call you up. So it's going to piss you off a little bit, because I know you really want to be in the major leagues, but I can't call you up. I'm going to call up Brett Myers again. If Jose Lima's had a good year, I'll put him in the rotation. He's had a shitty year. My entire bullpen's been terrible, quite frankly. That is a thing we will have to fix next year. I don't want to hear it, David Justice. Quit your complaining. I don't care what you consider yourself, dude. Look, I have probably one of the best outfields in the major leagues now with Rusty Greer, Josh Hamilton, and Albert Pujols. You are not better than any of them. Not remotely. I guess there is a chance we could make the playoffs. We're only a few games worse than the Giants. Intriguing. CC, did you do it again? No, it's Eric Bedard this time. Josh Hamilton was Rookie of the Month. Nice. We have back-to-back Rookie of the Years this year. That's pretty sexy from your center fielder. Why aren't you playing center field very well, though? That's weird. Huh. Maybe you just need more practice. Personal message. Who's whining about not having enough playing time? Oh, Albert Pujols got suspended. Dude, don't fall for his shit. Sure, you can come back, Jim Blueberg. Why not? Have some innings. Yeah, we need to seriously think about how to correct our bullpen issues. 3,500 hits for Lenny Dykstra? Damn. Yes, we can have Eric Hansen back, sure. How long is Brett Myers out for? 4 days. Okay. Eric Hansen will start in place of Pat Plaster. I want to begin your transformation into the greatest middle reliever the world has ever seen. Let's do it. You should be an amazing reliever. Oh yeah, check that shit out. You're my stopper, dude. If it's a big inning, I want you in. Let's have you get innings. Right now, you're kind of wasted as a fifth starter. We have like a snowball's chance in hell of making the playoffs at this point. And now we definitely have no chance. Oh, I keep hearing a voice in the back of my head saying, bring up CC. I can't. It's all kinds of wrong to do that now. I know he'd be so good. Eric Yunga? Let's bring up Fernando Morales. He can be a pitching person. Best part is we get Haley Hathaway next year too. And we could build one hell of a rotation next year. What is Alan Bennis complaining about? Oh, he wants to come back next year. Okay. You've been good, but you haven't been great, and I need to free up spots in my rotation next year. Ooh. Do we still have a chance to make it in? Yeah, Albert Pujols has been pretty great this year. Turns out he's pretty good at that whole baseball thing I've heard so much about. Oh. Okay, what are my chances right now making the playoffs? Arizona Diamondbacks, 0%. What would have to happen for me to even make the playoffs? Okay, let's look at the standings. Because I'm not eliminated. What would have to happen? Pittsburgh and Houston would both have to lose and we'd have to win. But then Pittsburgh would still get it. No, Pittsburgh actually hasn't played a game. Alright, well, let's see if we can do our part. If we lose, we're out. And... oh, we got eliminated. Oh, well. Damn it. We did not make the playoffs in 1997. We finished 88 and 74. We're going to review the team. We're going to see what we can... I mean, obviously, the most important thing we're going to do next year, we're going to call up CC. Next year is his year. We'll have... we won't have Jim Abbott for most of the year. We'll have a healthy Hathaway. In a normal year, there would be a small chance... as long as Alex Rodriguez is in fucking Colorado, no one's ever going to make the no one's ever going to be MVP but him or Todd Helton. It's whatever. Oh, I would be really happy if we could pull out one more. Oh, the bullpen needs a massive overhaul. That is definitely for sure. And I've got players to do it with. Because the bullpen basically shit the bed as a whole this year. Which is weird, because... and this is one of the reasons I hate spending a lot on a bullpen, right? Because... relievers are super fungible. It's worth spending money on a great closer. Maybe even a really great, like, stopper, as OOTP calls it, like an Andrew Miller, when he's healthy. But spending a lot of money on regular middle relievers is generally a waste of your team's money. I could bring back the exact same bullpen, and it might turn out better. Average score. Did I get an extension? CC Sabathia was the MVP in AAA. Jim Abbott exercised his player option. You know what? That's fine. Yeah, I'm going to execute the shit out of that option here. Espino. He's not losing velocity, but he did get worse as the season went on. I think we're going to avoid it. New budget. Oh, wow. He is pumping money into our player development system. David Justice retired. That's fair. My pitching coach retired, which is fine. I got a new 3-year deal. Before we end the episode, first of all, we're going to go ahead and find ourselves a new pitching coach. Your job is to be great with power pitchers. Like, super great. Brett Fisher. You are great with power pitchers. There's also Donald Reed, though, who looks like he would just be... he wants to work with veterans. Well, I don't care what you want, mate. We're going to take Brett Fisher because he's younger. You are to make CC Sabathia the greatest pitcher of all time. That is the requirement I have for you. Let's look at the team. What went well, what didn't go well, etc. Albert Pujols went perfectly. He's a bit of a slub in left field, but honestly, I'm not going to argue. He had 42 homers, 42 doubles, 4 triples, stole a base, 349, 416, 636. That's amazing. Rusty Greer turned in a near carbon copy of his previous season. 15 homers, 48 doubles, getting on base lots and lots of times, stealing 14. Pedro Feliz keeps taking like a tiny step forward each year. He improved his walks last year. This year he improved his ability just to hit, period. Wasn't great at shortstop. Josh Hamilton put in a very fine rookie year. 3 WAR. I don't know why he doesn't seem good by zone rating. That might just be something he needs to work on. Nick Johnson was headed for one hell of a year, and then he got hurt. Woodward continues to be mediocre with the bat, but amazing with the glove. Cota wasn't quite as good this year. Nehring was a bit of a bust. Vaughn turned out to be pretty handy. Husky was decent, but not great. We could really use a better catcher. Pitching WAR. Most of this was not with Toronto, but Arizona. Great year for Mike Jones, though. Nice little bounce back campaign for him. Plaster had a good year. Yeah, it might just be... The ride might be over for Jose Lima and a few other pitchers. It's really a shame. Oh, well. Am I going to get I'm going to get draft pick offers for either Bennis or Hansen, which is fine. I'm not going to bring back Abbott, not unless he comes in super cheap. I'm totally cool with all those numbers. How much money would it be to bring Abbott back out of interest? I'm saving up for an elite pitcher, though. Or, I want to see what's on the market this year. I would love to get a top-notch shortstop. So I can kick Feliz over to third, where I think he'd be even better. That would be great. Top-notch shortstop. Option 2, top-notch third baseman. Option 3, one more starter. Because next year, we're going to have a full year of Hilly Hathaway. And we're going to have CC Sabathia. Because I'm going to promote him. And I might even promote a couple of other rookies. I wouldn't mind bringing Bluebird back, but not a lot of money. Not De Leon, though. I'll talk to Greg Vaughn, but I doubt he wants to come back. He wants a raise. I'm not giving him one. He was useful. I'm not going to spend too much more on him, though. But that is going to end this episode. That's 2 years in a row now. We've won many more games than we've lost. We might be a couple of players away from true MVP glory. Our World Series glory. But that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching. I hope you're enjoying the series so far. If you are, a like would be appreciated. Or a comment. And until next time, this has been Indian. And I bid you good day.